Welcome back. I am Missy Heydrich, and here now with the contingent from Oklahoma State University. 21-12 a year ago, 10-8 in Big 12 play, and an NCAA tournament appearance since 2021. Head coach Jacie Hoyt in her second year at Oklahoma State and 7th overall, and with her 3 student athletes: senior forward Lior Garzone, grad student guard Quincy Noble, and senior guard Chandler Prater. Welcome, ladies. Coach, I'm going to start with you. I know a year ago there was a lot of questions. I know you had them yourself. Everybody had them for you. What would we see from this Cowgirls team, etc. It was a season, I think you had big wins, you had some tough losses, all of the above, but you get back to the NCAA tournament. So what is that momentum, what has that meant, not only as you build short-term, but you think long-term as you head into year 2?
Yeah, you know, that was the whole goal for last season. We had a lot of fifth-year players that were just so incredibly special to me and to our whole program that we really wanted to get there for and send them out on a good note for the end of their career. So a lot of reasons that was important, though, and momentum is a big part of that. It's been really awesome just for our staff to see what that momentum has done in recruiting and, you know, ticket sales and all the above. So definitely, you know, was a special year. I think we surpassed everyone else's expectations but our own. But I want that to be the standard at Oklahoma State, that we go to the tournament and in the future win in the tournament.
Absolutely. I like to call the transfer portal sometimes the wild, wild athletics. I think everybody might think that is. But as you look at what you lost last year, and then you think about newcomers that are part of your program, where did you want to go this year? What spots and what things were you looking to fill for your roster?
We did have to go to the portal to reload a lot of talent that we lost due to those fifth-year players that I had mentioned. But, you know, really it wasn't as much about position or a certain type of player as much as a type of person. And the people recruit are incredibly competitive in nature. They have to love basketball because we work really hard, and you know, we're going to demand excellence from them in all that they do. And I feel like if we can get those two things right, then, you know, we're going to be where we want to be. And I certainly feel like that about this year's team.
Competitive is a big word then, so talk a little bit about what you've seen from this group as you started fall practice. I know everybody gets their spring and summer workouts, but it's different when you hit fall because that means you're really headed towards an actual game schedule.
Right. Well, we were fortunate to get to play in the Foreign Tour over the summer, which I think gave us a big advantage for a lot of reasons. But this team is very competitive. I think what I appreciate about them is that they're not competitive against each other, but for each other. And that has been so fun to coach. And I think just really elevated the intensity of our practices. The way that they push each other has been awesome to see. And they are incredibly competitive at the defensive end, which I'm welcoming. You know, we certainly have a certain style that we want to play offensively, and that is never going to change for Cowgirl basketball. But where I feel we're a little bit different and more competitive and a little bit more edgy is on the defensive end this year. And that's largely in part to the lady sitting to my left.
Well, I'm going to ask them a couple questions. I'm going to remind our friends in the media, if you do have a question, just raise microphone over to you. Lior, I'm going to start with you. A preseason honorable mention all Big 12 selection. You were the second leading scorer for this team a year ago. It was your first in Stillwater at Oklahoma State. So as you think about year 2 for you, and it's year 2 for your coach, what are you most excited about for this year? And it sounds as though kind of playing together, being one, might be a bit of a theme. Has there been one that you all have identified in the locker room?
Yeah, 100%. I think we're a new team again, so I mean, me and coach also need to learn a lot of stuff about this team. But we are very excited. You know, it's like we're playing with each other forever at this point. So I'm really excited to see how that's going to show up on the court.
Talk a little bit about your game, because I know you have the ability to step out, to shoot the three, but to do a lot of different things. What did you focus on in the off season to be even better than you were a year ago?
I think just find more ways to score the ball and play defense. I feel like Coach mentioned we're going to be a more defensive team this year, so I need to raise my level on the defensive side because I think everybody knows I can score the ball, I can shoot a three, I can do more stuff on the court. But, yeah, definitely these two.
Well, for the newcomers then on this roster, it sounds like defense is the theme. So we're going to start with Quincy, a grad student. You, a 4-year career at North Texas. You were a 3-time all-conference selection there. Why the Big 12? Why Oklahoma State? And are you being, what's your defensive mindset now? Because it sounds like coach is looking for people that are getting ready to get down and shut someone down.
Well, first, why not Oklahoma State? Come on. Honestly, I think the reason why I chose Oklahoma State was Jacie and what she believes in with her energy, and I'm a big energy girl, so I was going off of what providing that energy. I want to bring energy, she brings energy, and that's going to just fuel us as a team, and I think that was the main thing for me, the reason why I chose Oklahoma State. And along with my girls up here, they're awesome, and everybody else back in Stillwater. So, and then on the defensive end, I think with our the athleticism that we're bringing in, and we're just feeding off each other, it's just we're making each other better every day. So we're pushing each other. I think when I'm playing against other people and their different styles of defense, we're just all learning how to bring it all together and teaching each other day to day.
Well, team defense is a big part of it. Chandler Prater, you're a senior. You played for 3 seasons at the University of Kansas. So you've got experience in this Big 12 and what it takes to be successful. So what have you shared with some of your new teammates about some of those experiences and sort of the ups and downs of what it's going to be like night in, night out in the Big 12?
I just shared how important it is to continue loving basketball and loving doing what you do, because there's going to be points in the season where it feels like a grind, it feels like almost a struggle, but like with this team, we genuinely play with joy. I feel joy when I'm around my teammates, and I feel excited to come into practice, and I know that I'm going to be challenged and pushed to my limit almost, but I just really like sharing with the team how important it is to have fun, because we all came here to enjoy ourselves. We all came here to spread joy, so it's going to be really important.
Let's talk about what happens on the floor. So you have the capacity to be able to open it up, to get out in transition. What pieces of your game fit with the system at Oklahoma State? What did you work on over the offseason to be able to come in and be a contributor?
I think that my motor is really going to contribute to this team a lot, just because I love to just go, 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 and that's what Jacie says is go, go, go. So I'm going to do what she say, and it's just fun getting out in transition and running hard and like dang near racing, and like that's just what I love to do, and my motor really plays into it, and I worked a lot this season on being in top tier shape, so I'm ready for whatever, and I'm ready to play more important minutes on both sides of the ball instead of just, defense or offense. I want to play 2 ways, so I'm excited for that.
Absolutely. Well, top tier shape, coach, is all about what the opponent looks like and what your schedule looks like. So as you approach your non-con, thinking about the Big 12 and all of that, what are you looking for from this team early in the season? What do you want to see from this squad?
We have an incredibly tough non-conference schedule. So what I'm looking forward to as a competitor is just to see where we are, how we measure up. I think it's our 3rd game of the season. We go to a very, very good Colorado team at Colorado. Shortly after, we've got Ohio State, Penn State, and the Bahamas. And then right before Christmas, we've got Oregon. So, with that being said, even the other teams that we're playing are very, very good mid-major teams that we definitely have a high level of respect for. But the Big 12 is one of the best conferences, if not the best women's basketball conference in the country. And what I'm excited about our non-conference schedule is just to figure out where we measure up, where we are as a team, and kind of figuring out before that conference schedule starts, where we are and where we need to be, knowing that come conference, we're going to be tested every night.
Absolutely. Well, one last quick question for the ladies. If people hadn't seen on social media, Coach Hoyt has a new puppy. I think it's not very old. So my question for you is, does the puppy come to practice, and is that like lighten the mood sometimes when things aren't going so well?
Yes, 100% yes. I mean, we were joking, he's just like a social media puppy, and then she brought him to practice one day, and everybody was so happy. And yeah, he's amazing.
So the puppy's bringing joy too. So that's a good thing, right?
We definitely need Buzz around to lighten the mood.
Buzzer beater. Follow on Instagram, please.
Oh yeah, follow Buzzer Beat on Instagram.
Well, there we go. It's been that's the shameless plug. Well, thank you all so much. Best of luck to you this season. We look forward to seeing you guys in competition in the Big 12. Next up in just a few moments will be the contingent from Houston.